Om Shanti. Good morning, Diamond Morning. Baba's Murli. Today is the 31st of January, 2024. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, you now have to go to the towers of peace and happiness. And you therefore have to continue to transform and reform your old natures and characters. Question. What is the way for your head to be constantly refreshed? Answer. Churn the things that the Father tells you. By churning the ocean of knowledge, your head becomes refreshed. Those who are always refreshed are also able to serve others. Their batteries remain constantly charged because their connection remains with the Almighty Authority Father by churning knowledge. And the song of Baba's Murli, show the path to the blind, they are gone. Om Shanti. This song was sung by human beings, but they don't know the meaning of it. This is also like a prayer, just as they have other prayers. They don't know the Supreme Soul. If they were to know the Supreme Soul, they would know everything. They speak of the Supreme Soul, but they don't know his life story at all. So they're blind, are they not? Each of you has now received a third eye of knowledge, and you are therefore called Trinitary. Although people in the world say the words Trinitary, Trikaldarshi, Trimurti, they don't know the meaning of them. Similarly, they ask what the connection between science and silence is. Although they ask these questions, they themselves don't know the answers to them. They say, there should be peace in the world. But when did that exist before? Who brought about peace? They don't know anything at all. They simply continue to ask these questions. And so there definitely has to be someone who knows this and who could tell you. The Father has explained to you, children, that this play is predestined. There is a tower of peace, a tower of happiness. There is a tower of everything. The incorporeal world is a tower of peace where we souls reside. That is called a tower of silence. Then in the golden age, there is a tower of happiness, a tower of peace and prosperity. No one else would actually say that the home of all of us is the land of liberation. Only the Father explains all of these things. The teacher has to be someone like that. He is the tower of knowledge. He also takes you to the tower of peace and happiness. This then is a tower of the land of sorrow. People are insolvent in every respect. It is only at this time that you receive your inheritance of purity, peace, and happiness. It is the greatness of this most auspicious confluence age. It is called the beneficial age. After the Iron Age, there is the Golden Age. That is a tower of happiness. The other is a tower of peace. This is a tower of sorrow. Here, there is plenty of sorrow. All types of sorrow have now come together. It is said, mountains of sorrow are to fall. When there are earthquakes, etc., everyone cries out in distress. The Father has explained that there is a little time left. It takes you children time to stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance. There are many who don't fully understand. Should they consider him to be a point? What should they consider him to be? Oh, but as is a soul, so is the supreme soul. You know what a soul is. It is a lucky star. It is extremely subtle. You cannot see it with these eyes. So, the Father explains all of these things. By churning these things, your heads become refreshed. Wherever you go, you can explain. There are the towers of peace, happiness, and purity in the new world. The Father transforms your old natures and characters and make you into the masters of the new world. Although people sing this and study the Vedas and scriptures and the Gita, etc., they don't understand anything at all. They continue to come down the ladder. Although they consider themselves to be authorities of the scriptures, they still have to come down. At first, all souls at Satopradhan, and then their batteries gradually discharge. At this time, everyone's battery is flat. The batteries are now being charged again. The Father says, Manmanabha, consider yourselves to be souls. The Father is the Almighty authority. By remembering Him, your sins are cut away and your batteries become full. You now feel that your batteries are being charged. All batteries of some cannot be charged. The batteries of some cannot be charged. Instead of being reformed, they become even more spoiled. They even promise the Father, Baba, I will never indulge in vice. I will definitely claim my inheritance for 21 birds from you. And yet, they fall. The Father says, by conquering the vice of lust, you will become the conquerors of the world. If you then indulge in vice, all your wisdom is lost. Lust is the greatest enemy. By looking at one another, there is the fire of lust. The Father says, by sitting on the pyre of lust, you have become ugly, and I am now making you beautiful. Only the Father explains these things to you. Your intellects open through this study. People also speak of the tree. This is the Kalpa tree. This is the variety tree of the human world. It is called the inverted tree. There is a variety of religions. All the millions of souls have received imperishable parts. No two soul can have the same part. Each of you has now received the third eye of knowledge. Just think how many souls there are. It is like a toy fish on a string. They come down the string. This too is like that. We are also tied by the string. Which string are we tied by? Baba says, by the string of the drama. We have been coming down in this way, and the cycle has now come to an end. And we have to go back up. It is only now that you children receive this understanding. Souls come down from up above. They are added here, number-wise. You are actors in this play. There is the creator, director, and principal actor. Shiv Baba is the principal one. Who are the other actors? Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. People on the path of devotion have made many images, but they don't know the meaning of them at all. They speak of hundreds of thousands of years, but they don't. Baba says, the Father has now come. They speak of hundreds of thousands of years. The Father has now come and is giving you all the knowledge. You now understand that you will not have this knowledge in the golden age. Just as the activities continue here, so too the kingdom of purity, peace, and happiness continues there. The Father is wonderful. He is also just a tiny point. Just as you are souls in the same way, this one's soul is also receiving all the knowledge from the Father, and this one's soul is that of Brahma Baba. Baba would not be any larger. He is a point. You souls are also points. All of this knowledge is being imbibed by you souls. The Father will give you this knowledge again after a cycle. It is a record that has been recorded and which then repeats. A whole part is recorded in the soul. Something wonderful is called nature. Not a single person can be liberated from his part in this eternal drama. Each one of you has to play your part. These are very wonderful matters. When you understand them clearly and imbibe them, your mercury of happiness rises. You are receiving such a scholarship. So you should make great effort. You have to make others equal to yourselves. All of you are teachers. A teacher teaches and makes you into a teacher, the same as himself. It isn't that you also have to become a guru. No. You're teachers because you teach Raja Yoga. And you will then go back home. Only you understand this. Neither do those people know this, nor can they grant salvation. The bestower of salvation for all is the one Father. He is also the liberator and the guide. When you go from there, the Father doesn't become your guide at that time. It is now that the Father becomes your guide. When you come down from your home, you even forget your home. You are now guides. You show everyone the path. Many of you, Baba says, may you be, bodiless. He's giving a blessing on being bodiless. Your name is also the Pandav Am. You are bodily being. When you are alone, you cannot be called an Am. It is when you gain victory over Maya, whilst in bodies, that you are called an Am. People have written things about war. These are unlimited matters. Those people hold conferences, etc., and open Sanskrit colleges, etc. They spend so much money. By spending so much, they have become almost empty. All the silver, gold, diamonds, etc. have finished. So everything new will then emerge for you. Therefore, whilst walking and moving around. You children should have a lot of happiness. You have to remember the Father and the inheritance. Your paths continue all the time. They never end. The Father explains, you do not know your own births. He also tells this one who comes first the account of 84 births. You children receive a lot of happiness. You will have to be towers of health, wealth, and happiness. And so you should have so much intoxication. The Father is giving us the unlimited inheritance. The closer you come, the more difficulties there will be. The tree has to grow. While a tree is still small, besides, whilst a tree is still weak, it falls easily in a storm. This has to happen. The picture of your aim and objective is in front of you. You cannot keep any other pictures. On the path of devotion, people keep so many pictures. On the path of knowledge, there is just the one. You have this knowledge in your intellects, but how could you take a photograph of a point? A soul is a star. These two are matters that have to be understood. A soul cannot be seen with these eyes. Many say, Baba, I want to have a vision. I want to see paradise. However, you cannot become a master of that just by seeing it. People say that so-and-so has gone to heaven, but they don't know where heaven is. Only souls who have been in heaven can say this. The soul remembers everything. The highest on high Father is now teaching you, through which you will claim the highest on high status. You will definitely become Narayan from an ordinary man, number-wise according to the efforts you make. It is your duty to explain to those who ask for peace. Many people will understand that many people will understand what that you say is accurate. That time will come also. It is written that Bisham Pitanami, etc., was shot with arrows of knowledge by the Kumaris. It wasn't that Arjuna shot an arrow and the Ganges emerged. When they hear such things, they say that the Ganges emerged there. They have also created a cow, the mouth of a cow. You children can see that your memorials also exist. Here, that is a non-living Nirvana, and this is the living one. They have shown paradise up above on the ceiling. Down below, they are doing tapasya, and the images of the kingdom are up above them. Therefore, people believe that heaven is up above. They think heaven is literally a high place and it is up above. And they think that their home, the soul's will, is called heaven. But because heaven is an elevated stage and an elevated place, they think it is literally. But heaven and hell are both on earth. When it is heaven and earth, it is a very elevated life. So they have mixed up all of these things. Back to the Murli. Therefore, people believe that heaven is up above. Even those who manufacture bombs understand that they are making them for their own destruction. They say, if we do this, destruction will definitely take place. It is also written that it happened in the same way in the Great War. All were destroyed. In the Golden Age, there is just the one religion, and so surely all the rest will be destroyed. You children also know that by performing devotion, they continue to come down according to the drama plan. In fact, here, there is no question of receiving blessings, etc. Whatever is fixed in the drama is what happens. When something unexpected happens, people say that it is the will of God. You would not say that. You would say that it was destined in the drama. You would not say that it is the will of God. God too has a part in the drama. Only the Father can explain to you how the world cycle turns. Only the Father is knowledgeable. People think that he knows what is in the heart of everyone. However, we are the ones who will receive punishment for whatever we do. The Father would not sit and punish you. This is an automatic, predestined drama which continues. Only the Father explains to you the secrets of its beginning, middle, and end. You would then explain this to others. The Father now says, children, your state should be such that you don't remember anything at the end. You consider yourselves to be souls. This is called the karmatit stage. Acha, okay. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found, children. Love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana points to practice for today. First one. In order to receive a scholarship, make great effort. Become a teacher and teach others. Raja Yoga. Become a guide and do the service of showing everyone the path home. Second point. Charge your battery by having remembrance of the Almighty Authority, Father. After making a promise to the Father, never be defeated by lust. And Baba's blessing for today. May you be a true server, and with the full motivation of serving, enable every soul to experience the nourishing fruit of attainment. Baba explains this. To experience, Baba says, true servers are those who constantly have good wishes and pure feelings for every soul. Such souls do not just give speeches, but with the motivation of serving, constantly have the feeling of giving happiness to all, the feeling to attain powers, and the feeling to increase zeal and enthusiasm, and to give the experience of cooperation. By serving them, enable them to experience the nourishing fruit of attainment. This is true service. Tapasya is merged in doing such service. And the slogan for today. In order to receive blessings from the Father, Be loving, worthy, and obedient. Om Shanti. And the Avyak signal for today. With Avyak silence, experience the double light angelic stage. The more you continue to stabilize in the state of sweet silence, whilst being introverted, the more easily you will be able to understand the language of the eyes, the language of feelings, and the language of thoughts. This language is the language of a spiritual yogi life. Your silence power is even greater than science power. Just as science is able to give some practical proof, in the same way, the practical proof of the power of silence is your double light angelic light. When all of this practical proof is visible, even against your conscious wish, everyone's vision will be drawn here, and the drums of victory will beat. Om Shanti. Do have a very powerful day in Baba's sweet remembrance.